Today on the list, trendy baby names of 2022. See if your favorite made the top 5. Also, what was behind the steamy on-screen chemistry in the Bodyguard? And fly with the flamenco into a better body.
I'm still trying to get my hips to swagger. They're not really swaggering. Hip swagger!
Plus, a taste of history that will give you a new appreciation for what you eat.
It just gives people a little bit of food for thought.
But up first, shopping season is in full swing. What to buy and save on in December. It's your life, it's your list, and it starts right now.
Hey friends, I'm Christina Guerrero. Well, it is December, and that means it's officially the season of love and good cheer. And it's not a bad time for shoppers either. Jimmy's running down some of the best December deals, and that is our featured story at the top of the list.
To survive in an ultra-competitive marketplace, retailers need to make a big chunk of their annual nut in the lead-up to December's gift-giving holidays.
We've been through so many sales now.
Hey, it's John Matteries from Don't Waste Your Money.
We've had pre-Black Friday.
Yeah, John, I missed those sales because I was holding out for the real Black Friday.
Black Friday.
Yeah, so I slept in and missed real Black Friday.
Cyber Monday.
Okay, I was having a panic attack about Cyber Monday becoming self-aware, and by the time I realized it wasn't referring to a giant robot, it was too late.
Oh no, you missed them?
Yes, I'm doomed to pay full retail.
Not to worry, there are so many more sales coming in December.
Whew. Well, we're running down what to buy in December, and it starts with, wait, what the heck is Green Monday?
Green Monday is the next big shopping day, and I know that's kind of a dumb name, but there are really good deals on Green Monday, which is the second Monday in the month of December.
What's on sale? Well, it's kind of a mishmash because
these are more things that they need to clear out. Stores see that they have too many laptops, they have too many red sweaters. Now is when they're going to put them on sale at really deep discounts.
It costs retailers money to store inventory, so better to sell it off at a discount. And sure, it's a cop-out gift, but December's the absolute best time to buy gift cards.
That's because so many retailers and restaurants give you bonuses with those gift cards. You buy a gift card for $100, you get an extra $20 bonus to spend on yourself, and shh, you don't have to tell the recipient that you got that bonus, but you get extra money to spend.
And shelves may be picked over, but if you can find the toys you're looking for, they may be discounted in December.
December is actually a better month than November for buying toys. That's because the stores and toy manufacturers realize what they have too much of, and so they start slashing the price on all that inventory.
Because once again, selling it's better than paying to store it. So toys that stuck to the shelves, like
that Lego set that wasn't selling.
Face it, the Hogwarts Teacher's Lounge was disgusting.
Or that Barbie that isn't the most popular.
How did Typhoid Barbie even make it out of focus groups?
You're going to find some great sales on toys, especially starting around December 10th and afterward.
And you'll start seeing some of the first price cuts on winter and seasonal clothing.
Around the middle of December, you'll really start seeing sales on clothing, especially winter clothing. Things that aren't selling that well, stores know they need to move them by Christmas, so they're going to mark them down starting around December 10th, even more around the 15th and the 20th. That's the time to buy that really ugly Christmas sweater for Aunt Mildred.
And it's as obvious as buying Halloween costumes the day after Halloween, but late in the month, jump on holiday decor.
That week right between Christmas and New Year's, stores are going to slash prices on artificial Christmas trees, lights, and all sorts of decorations. You're going to get 50% off or more, and you have to act quickly because starting in January, they don't want to see that Christmas merchandise.
And your house will look fabulous for the 2023 holiday season. What to buy in December is at the top of the list.
Fashion experts predict that something fancy is about to make a huge comeback. Ruffles! Yeah, one place they've never gone out of style, though, is in the world of flamenco. So we are combining fun, fashion, and fitness, and learning how to get our exercise by rocking those ruffles.
Flamenco dancing is known for its electrifying combination of flamboyant fashion and flashy moves.
It's about expressing how you feel through your body.
Coco Cabral, the Flamenco Fit MD, shares 3 flamenco-style exercises that can help to make you feel confident and powerfully sexy. Starting with cascading wrist ruffles.
I am super excited to see how these ruffles really kind of play into the dance. And we get fit while we're doing it.
So to get the cascade, we're gonna sweep our arms out and then up overhead to start. And now we're gonna spread out pinkies and thumbs and circle your wrists around.
From there, bend your elbows and bring your circling wrists down to your eyes, lips, and then neck. Sweep your arms up again and repeat the move.
I can feel it already from like
See?
fingertip to shoulder. I can already feel it.
It's gonna hit your entire arm and upper back.
Oh,
Repeat this daily up to 10 times.
I feel like I'm creating my own ruffles with my hands
Absolutely.
even. Yeah.
Next, the ruffly swagger.
So we're gonna stand with our feet about hips distance apart.
Okay.
And be nice and soft in the knees, and then we'll pull in on that belly button.
Take one hip and swing it over to one side, and then with smooth control, swing the other way.
You'll notice that we're using the quads.
I'm still trying to get my hips to swagger. They're not really swaggering. Hip swagger! So we have quad workout,
Yes.
core workout.
Yes. We're like stabilizing
Okay.
the lower back,
Yeah.
which you need to practice.
Practice this move 5 to 6 times daily. Finally, rainbow leg ruffles.
We're gonna start with our feet together.
Okay.
And soft in the knees, and we'll take one foot and bring the toes in front, and so we've got the heel up. Now we're gonna take all 5 toes and we're gonna push them into the ground. So it's like you're pushing down.
From there, make a rainbow shape as you move your legs over to the other side.
It's just enough to really work the feet muscles. Plus we get a lot of balance.
A lot of balance.
So you really have to anchor this core.
Yes, also my calves.
Yes.
Repeat this 10 times for each leg 3 times daily.
When the ruffles kind of flounce and we show a little leg,
Yeah.
it's so nice,
They're
right?
looking good.
Work those ruffles and feel the burn.
Your name says a lot about you, which is why one of the biggest decisions made by new parents is what to name their baby. Teresa Strasser has a look at trending baby names and how they become a sign of our times.
Each year, the Social Security Administration puts the top 1,000 baby names on its website.
You learn so much about American culture really delving into baby names.
We turn to HuffPost senior writer Carolyn Bologna, who writes articles about surprising baby name trends to get her insight on the list.
In 2021, about 3.65 million babies were born.
And out of those, here are the most popular names.
For girls are Olivia, Emma, Charlotte, Amelia, Ava. For boys, it's Liam, Noah, Oliver, Elijah, James, and William.
James and William were widely used 75 years ago, so those two have staying power.
Liam is a nickname for William that was more popular, I believe, in Ireland. That has made its way here.
Now for some unique trending names.
I think parents are looking to give their children names that not everyone in their class has.
So newer names are replacing more traditional ones.
The name Grace is less popular than the name Nova, and the name Christopher is less popular than the name Maverick.
But these numbers are from last year, before the movie Top Gun Maverick came out, so she thinks it might be even more popular next year. Also, more boys are named Giovanni over George, and Legend is used more than Max. And for girls?
One of the fastest rising names is the name Raya, which is interestingly also the name of a very exclusive dating app.
Raya is a dating app for celebrities and influencers.
But also, there was a popular animated movie, Raya and the Last Dragon, that also probably helped put that name out there.
And fewer than 100 girls were named Tracy, Caitlin, Gretchen, or Lacey last year. Finally, Carolyn says geography also plays a part.
Ezekiel is nationally number 53, but in New Mexico and Hawaii, it's a top name.
Paisley is popular for girls in West Virginia and Mississippi.
States that don't really generally conform to the big East and West Coast cities and things that sort of drive popular culture are actually forging their own trends.
Charlotte is number 1 for girls in many Midwestern states, and even though Liam's number 1 nationwide, William is tops in the Deep South. See the top names in your state at thelisttv.com. We are keeping up with the trends, baby.
Still ahead on the list, how the classic margarita was created by mistake.
The bartender called it a margarita, which is the Spanish word for daisy.
And
I'm really proud of that movie. I was proud to introduce Whitney into movies that way, and I will always love her.
the lasting legacy of Whitney Houston in The Bodyguard. All that and more next on the list.
Welcome back, friends. Ever look at your food and wonder, where'd you come from? Not like which market did you come from, but the actual history of your favorite meals? Well, we hope you're hungry for history because a food historian shares the origins on some of your favorite Mexican foods.
Food covers all our senses: taste, smell, feel, and now we can hear. All about the history of some of the foods we love.
I got completely obsessed with studying everything food history.
Food historian Maite Gomez Rejon, along with her co-host Eva Longoria Baston, are traveling through Mexico, uncovering interesting facts about some of our favorite Mexican staples on their new podcast, Hungry for History.
People love to eat, love to talk about food, love to think about food. So I think it just gives people a little bit of food for thought.
So grab a chair at the dinner table because we're running down some favorites, starting with the corn tortillas rise to fame.
A really good corn tortilla, when you smell like a freshly made batch of corn tortillas, that's what we're smelling, is that process.
Nixtamalization is the ancient Aztec process Maite is talking about, where corn is broken down by ashes or calcium hydroxide.
And this process that by itself is really, really toxic, but adding it to corn and water and cooking it with that is life-giving. And it's sort of the soul of Mesoamerica.
And giving us all life, the beloved flour tortilla, which came after the Spanish conquest in 1519.
So it's much newer. You're making something that you've been making forever, but using a new grain. And now, wow, this is the original fusion food.
Maite says that other cultures also influenced the flour tortilla.
A lot of Jews that had, moved to Mexico with the conquest had moved north, and it's sort of like the equivalent of the matzah bread. So many stories there.
Well, so many stories when it comes to the next favorite on our list, the margarita.
There was a very popular drink called the Daisy that was made with gin. And legend has it that, sometime in the 1940s, a guy went to a bar in Tijuana and asked for a Daisy. The bartender grabbed a bottle of tequila by mistake and called it a margarita, which is the Spanish word for daisy.
Finally, a holiday favorite, tamales.
Tamales are really one of the most important foods of Mesoamerica, right? We have them in Mexico, they're in Central America, they're sort of all over. This sort of soul, this nixtamalized corn that I talked about that was sort of life-giving, wrapped in a little corn husk.
You can hear more about the origins of tamales on the podcast Hungry for History when the episode drops close to Christmas time. Satisfying your appetite with food and history.
If you haven't heard of Cameo, well, it's basically a website where you can pay to have your favorite celebrity make a custom video for you or a loved one. Teresa Strasser shows us 3 surprising stars you can find on Cameo. Teresa, thank you. Yes, it is true. You can get custom videos from your favorite celebrities, but we are showing you some stars you might not have thought about before. Coming in at number 1, the Corn Kid.
I have really exciting news. I'm now on Cameo. Come and join me and have a fantastic day.
A 7-year-old boy named Tariq has become known as the Corn Kid all over the internet.
I really like cones.
The original video of him hit over 7 million views on Recess Therapy's page and even had a song made out of his interview.
It has to choose. I can't imagine a more beautiful thing.
And now you can get your very own custom Corn Kid video.
But you've got the juice. And that is a beautiful thing like cones.
Look, he is in high demand, so be sure to check the website for updates on when he's available. At number 2, Fiona the Hippo.
If you have a loved one that's a Fiona fan or a hippo or an animal fan, We would love to send them any sort of message you like.
Fiona is a premature baby hippo, the smallest hippo to ever survive.
Very, very happy 54th birthday from, of course, Fiona herself and from your bestie, Molly.
And yeah, Fiona's fee is a bit steep at $200 a video, but you can feel good knowing that all the proceeds go straight to the Cincinnati Zoo. And last on our list of unique cameo stars, Ernie Sabella, aka Pumbaa from The Lion King.
Hakuna Matata. Hi everybody, it's Ernie Sabella, the voice of Pumbaa, and I'll be talking to you on Cameo.
Whether you're looking for a happy birthday, anniversary, or even just a verse of Hakuna Matata, Ernie's got you covered.
It's a problem-free philosophy.
He can even tell you fun stories about the making of the movie The Lion King.
Hans Zimmer, the Oscar-winning composer, said, Ernie, do you have a mouth trumpet? I said, yes.
Ernie is bringing all of us a glimpse of our childhood.
Hakuna Matata.
And his starting rate, only $39. Those were a few unique stars on Cameo. We've got lots more to come on the list. Stay right here.
You want the most out of life, and thelisttv.com is your one place to find it all. From money-saving hacks to great family vacations to mouth-watering recipes and the latest lifestyle trends. It's your life, it's your list, and it's on thelisttv.com.
We are back, and on today's watch list, we're revisiting a classic. The Bodyguard. The Whitney Houston and Kevin Costner-led movie celebrates its 30th anniversary this year. So Jackie Danker is running down some of its highlights.
I wish you love.
Time to celebrate the blockbuster hit that was The Bodyguard.
Wait!
The film was an enormous success, made over $400 million at the box office, and it was executed in a way that, fairly artistically for a film at that time. It's held up real well.
Gil Robertson, president and co-founder of the African American Film Critics Association, highlights more of the best of what this 90s romantic thriller had to offer. We begin with Whitney Houston's performance.
These are your lines?
At the time, Whitney Houston was a star very much on the rise, and so she was selected to be a part of it.
Her role as superstar Rachel Marin helped establish her as an actress.
It certainly spoke to the box office ability of Black actresses in big-budget Hollywood movies.
She was handpicked for the role by co-star and producer Kevin Costner, and together they delivered performances where their on-screen chemistry shined.
You don't look like a bodyguard.
This is my disguise.
It's a love story at its core. He was playing her bodyguard and she was playing this diva. I think that the chemistry between the two definitely signaled that there was a lot of trust and confidence and a little lust, between the two of them.
They became close friends while working on the film and remained so up until Houston's passing in 2012.
Just that I made it is the most rewarding experience from this movie, I think.
I'm really proud of that movie. I was proud to introduce Whitney into movies that way and show her that I was not only her friend, but that I was her colleague. I will always love her.
Finally, The Bodyguard's legacy remains alive, also in large part due to its Grammy Award-winning soundtrack.
The most successful soundtrack, in fact, in music history.
The 13-song collection was co-executive produced by Houston and sold over 45 million copies worldwide, at one point selling over 1 million albums per week.
It's the perfect example of the perfect album.
We're celebrating the timeless cinematic gem that is The Bodyguard on the watch list.
Well, 30 years later, and that song still gives me all the feels. Something none of us are feeling? Inflation at Christmas time, am I right? Scroogeflation. I came up with that. Is last on our list. That's next. Welcome back, friends. It is time for what's last on our list. Well, with Black Friday and Cyber Monday already in the rear-view mirror, chances are you've already started hiding those Christmas gifts under the bed and in the closet. But this year, there may not be as many gifts to hide. From the Wall Street Journal, stressed out Americans plan to buy fewer Christmas gifts, and charities are really going to feel the pinch because people will donate less to charity too. Blame inflation, the crazy uncle who wasn't invited to the party but came anyway and is ruining Christmas. Retailers have been prepping for this, which is why you're seeing big price cuts at places like Target and Walmart, but they're still bracing for lower sales. But Americans, they are hurting out there. Rents are skyrocketing, wages haven't kept up with inflation, and people are having to side hustle just to make ends meet. But friends, Christmas is not about stuff or how many presents are under the tree. And if you don't believe me, take it from this guy.
Maybe Christmas, he thought, doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit more.
Wise words from How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And that's what's last on our list. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Tomorrow, the list wants you to get together. Throw the perfect party.
I think the location is also a showcase of you and the person who's planning it and what you want to share with that audience and those guests that you're bringing.
With old friends.
We're happier around our friends than around our spouse because there's less responsibility.
And make new ones too.
We really want to just be the reason that you meet somebody through music.
Get together tomorrow with the list.